Hi Taurus, welcome to your reading for the 30th of March to the 5th of April 2020. This is a general reading. Might not resonate with everybody. If you can get something from it, that'd be great. I'm going to get straight into it. Okay, let's push these over a little bit. The overall energy in this time for you, Taurus, is the Ace of Michael. A wonderful new idea. Don't allow bumps in the road to hinder your progress. Clear up communication problems with others. So in light of the situation and what we're going through at the moment is that you're going to be full of ideas and you're going to be able to, well, you will be wanting to share them with others around you. And perhaps it's, you may have to look at your delivery, how you're putting these ideas across. Is it getting everybody on board? And so this is your opportunity to clear that up. Maybe ask them how they would like to receive your ideas, or look at ways that you can actually include others. Don't allow anything to get in your way of doing this. So if something doesn't quite go according to plan, don't give up. It will work out. Then you have the Ace of Raphael. So these are very much, there's a lot of new energy here for you, Taurus. And a positive new emotional experience, fulfilling romantic relationships, deep and lasting spiritual insight. So yes, within this time and what's happening in the world and in your community and in your house even, then this is that blessing in disguise, and you will cherish this time and what comes of it. And this is allowing that, being able to have a new experience, to be able to really, because we've been kind of forced into this and there's nowhere to hide anymore, nothing to distract us, then this is that opportunity to open things up and to really start to build on the relationships we have around us, to get some insight into who we are and how we're working and how we're thinking. And this is how you're thinking as well. And so once another one, so really new energy, really new, there's some opportunities coming here, which is fantastic for you, Taurus. And it says you can manifest the life you want. What you need will magically appear in successful beginnings. So there, like I said, there's success. This is how you're thinking. This is what you're hoping for. This is what's in your mind. So, you are on the right track. You've been open. You've been, you wanting things to sort of have a new way of doing things, a new way of seeing things, having those new beginnings, starting afresh. So you're on the right track. And the basis of the reading is the Four of Raphael. Seek out other possibilities. Look for the magic in life. Be aware of your own emotions. So, yeah, it's very important at this time not to look at how others have been in the past, or how situations have panned out in the past. With the times that we have at the moment, then people will be acting differently. That there is no choice really, and this is the whole point of the energy, is to really start to clear out things and bring in a new energy, a new perspective. And you've got all those ones that's definitely going to be on in your life at this time. So don't focus on if something doesn't work out, or like you had the communications issues there that came up before. Don't let that stop you. Don't dwell on that. Let it go and look at other ways that you can actually change what's happening around you. In the past, things were really, really quite wonderful, and that's great. And it says, life is wonderful, thrive through the power of positive thinking and inspiring success. So what would be sort of, should be considered here is to be looking back, and it's advised to look back and see those happier times. And that you can have that, when you have a bump in the road and you're thinking, well, what the heck? Just look and see, just go back and use the energy of the past, those good times when positive things have happened, when you felt great. Just bring that through and use that as part of your able to move forward in this time. And then we have 2 of Ariel. This is your immediate future. It's important to have balance, working multiple jobs or projects at once, making work fun. So, yeah, not necessarily standing on your head, but it is, finding what's going to work. And this is what this reading for you this week is about, is finding balance, is making things work for you rather than against you. It's looking at things differently in order to change them, so not being stuck. And very much an opportunity for you to find that balance. Now this is you, the 5 of Ariel. You needn't go through your current challenges alone. Help is nearby. Negative thoughts create self-fulfilling prophecies. So yes, don't get caught up in those negative thoughts. Don't get stuck in that rut. And know that others are there for you and with you. And if you can magic up your ability to connect with people, to be empathetic, to sort of, because you're a loving soul, then, find a way to sort of collaborate with others. Don't make it so that you feel alone, because you're not. And others are willing to help and go along with you. And this is your environment, a new emotional situation, messages regarding relationships or social invitations, great intuitive insights. So yes, so you will be able to see the way in which to go forward, which is great. So, don't get caught up in things, and listen. If you can hear messages from spirit, if you can just, quiet yourself and find some answers, find some inspiration, then this is encouraging you to do that. And this is your hope, is that you find some solutions. And success that comes from objective, compromise, self-control, and patience, forgiving and healing energy. So so really just don't be so hard on yourself, Taurus. Just really think, and don't be hard on others. Just let things flow if you can. You will find solutions. You will find your way around it. But it really is up to you and how you perceive it and how you take it forward. And your outcome is the 2 of Gabriel. So if we follow this reading and what the cards have said already, then this says make bold and ambitious choices. Great progress is possible. Important relationships with people who share your vision. So yes, so you are going to. If you follow what's been said, you will definitely come out the other end, collaborating with others, and everyone's going to get on board. It's going to be an amazing time, an amazing opportunity to find that ability to be patient, to allow things to work out and not get emotionally involved in it straight away. So to have some perspective. Great. I'm just going to do some clarifying cards on those so that we can see that we are on the right track with these cards and get maybe some extra insight into it. So there's some very wise messages coming through with your reading today, Taurus. And if you can, find a way to embrace it and incorporate it, you will find that success is definitely there. So here we have the Ace of Vesicas, and once another ace, so you've got aces all the time, so new beginnings. So that's Vesicas, which is about resources, money, making things work for you of what you've got. So you will utilise your resources really well, and you'll be given, there will be some resources coming in and things offered to you that you weren't really expecting. And you've got the 4 of Cups again, so this is just the heeding that. Don't get caught up in what's gone on before. Don't let your emotions take control and overcrowd, overwhelm and overcrowd, whatever. It's, don't let it take over and cloud everything that's going on, because that would be a shame. This is your thinking. So Knight of Staffs. So yeah, so you're wanting to have that forward movement, to find those new ideas, those new projects. So this is the energy for that. So that will be certainly happening. And the energy of it, Two of Chalices, love. Yeah, so collaborating with people, finding that balance within the relationships that you have, finding that connection, that you know, that everyone's all on board, everyone's on the same page. So you definitely got the ability to make that happen. And then in the past, so courage, yes, so you've shown courage in the past. You know how to find that happy space, even when things may be falling down around you. You still have a staff left. You had, in the past, it didn't really matter how things were going. You still found the courage and the courage, you know, to move forward and do what you needed to do. And here you go, the immediate future, the Empress, yes. Yes, birthing of new projects, bringing in the harvest. So you're really going to be able to make things happen. You'll almost be the pinnacle of making things flow, of all that good heart feeling stuff. And how and this is you. So if you're finding that you are not being able to achieve it because of how other people are acting, or how things are what's happening around you, just set some boundaries. They don't have to be really strict boundaries. Everybody's going through their own stuff at the moment, but you know, just set some for yourself, and that way you will not feel battered and you know, pushed around and you know, emotional, like it's been shown it can potentially come up for you. Because once you've set those boundaries, then you have that sense of peace and calm that comes from that, because you know exactly what others are expecting from you, and you're expecting from them. And this, you know, and your environment and how it looks for you, is there definitely balance. There's definitely things are going to start going in your favour. Justice means that whatever this is what is meant to happen. You know, if you're thinking this should happen this way, then this is saying that that's definite possibility. And as long as that is, you know, has a, you know, the good vibration behind it, and it's going to serve you and potentially serve others, then that will happen for you. So no need to worry about that. And your hope is that you can walk away from all that's happened, you know, anything that's been hurtful or anything that's really sticking there. And also here, you know, you can see that the mask has come off, the layers of magic is coming through. So open up your cloak of who you are. Show those different colours of who you are. Show those different talents, you know, your skills. This is really about sort of opening up and really getting out of that emotional rut that you may have found yourself in. These times can be a little disconcerting, and everyone takes on board and is affected differently. So it's all about working together, isn't it? So the outcome is the other stuff. So there is going to be some messages coming through, and that can be from Spirit. So you may get some good ideas coming through. You may get some messages from Spirit where it's going to tell you, you know, they're going to enlighten you as to what, you know, how you can work around what's going on, and it can give you some positive thoughts. This can also be that some messages will come through, you know, maybe via the internet or through others, and that will make it easier to pull all this together and find that balance. So yeah, great. Okay, just going to pull those out of the way, and a couple of oracle cards to end the reading. Okay, just going to pull 3 oracle cards. And the last one. Definitely wanted that one. Okay, let's have a look here. So we've got the Shield Maiden, make plans and focus. Yeah, so yeah, going totally in line with the reading. You know, sort of, yeah. If you're focusing on what you're creating, then you will not be distracted and will not have time to take up any emotional stuff that's floating around. Is very much on point, focused. You know what you want to be doing. You know what you want to present and get happening around you. And, you know, you've got some great ideas, Taurus, and, you know, just focus. You'll have that happening. And people will then get excited and get on board with that. Here's the dragon that's going to be with you this week. It's the air and water dragon. Helps you connect to higher frequencies. Trust your intuition. Develop your psychic abilities. Be open to enlightenment and express your inner song. Yes, so bring through that who you are. Bring that magic through of who you are. Use your intuition to know when, you know, things are genuine, when things aren't. You know, listen to spirit. Really trust your gut in here and think, you know, and be able to, you know, trust your intuition that if something's saying to you, this, what I'm presenting here and what I'm proposing isn't working, then, you know, just let it go and move on to the next thing. But know when to do that is very important for you. And here we go, I won't cry for you. So, you know, just make sure that you're being open and you're being kind and you're being unconditional. Because if you get too caught up in saying to yourself, you know, you did that to me, so I'm not going to open up. I'm not going to be there for you. I'm not going to make, you know, I'm going to just cut you off completely. This is urging you not to do that. Because that will not bring balance into the situation. So, you know, look at how you're acting, and is that in line with integrity, with, you know, with unconditional love, with the truth of who you are. But you are going to have an amazing week, Taurus. You're going to be really being, you know, that opportunity to be creative, to get everybody on board, to start to heal and to build on relationships is really prominent this week. So I wish you all the best. Keep safe out there or at home. And yeah, we'll talk soon. Bye for now.